Plaintiffs Lynn Collins and her husband Dale say the defendant is Dale's brother. And when he wanted to become a stand-up comic, he hired Lynn to manage him. Lynn claims she was never paid for her services, so she's suing for unpaid wages, business expenses, and travel costs. Defendant Matt Collins says this entire story is made up because Lynn wants to get revenge against him since he had her arrested for prostituting herself on Craigslist. After Matt confronted her about the prostitution, Lynn told Matt's wife that they were having an affair, and he's countersuing for defamation and an unpaid loan.
Start with you.
Yeah, the defendant is my brother-in-law, and up until last year, we got along. We were friends until I figured out that he was lying and manipulating me. For months, he had custody of my niece, Kaylee, also my witness. In August 2008, I confronted Matt about the way that he was treating Kaylee, about how he would only call her when he needs something from her, how he would belittle her, talk down to her.
Back up a little. Didn't you say he was caring for her?
He was caring for her for a couple of months. And then she went, after she had problems at his house with him and his wife, she went and lived with her grandma in Florida. Her grandma couldn't take care of her, so she came back to live with us. And then he would only call her or talk to her when he needed something from her.
Like what?
Like to work on his MySpace, do something on the computer, comedy, things he wants her to do for him.
Okay.
Otherwise, she couldn't get a hold of him for anything.
Okay, you tell me about how the family feud began as it relates to Kaylee.
All right, I'll tell you the truth, Your Honor. First of all, Lynn is absolutely crazy. She thinks that she said we had an affair, a 2-year affair. She
said that to whom?
She said that to her brother, to my wife, and in late April. She's to get back at all this is why, because I reported her for being a prostitute on Craigslist.
Your Honor, he just lies. He's a professional liar, lies. His lies have nothing to do with the court. If I'm crazy for telling the truth, then I'm just totally insane, because
Your Honor, I have the police report stating that she was busted for prostitution.
That has
I also
nothing to
have
do with
every
this.
bit of, this is why she's
Sir,
making.
as she said, this has nothing to do with it unless this is your defense stating that this is her motive, huh?
This is her motive because in late
allow her
April.
to continue before we get back to your cockamamie stories. Go ahead.
The reason I'm suing is because in early 2007, Matt talked to me about becoming a stand-up comic. He said he needed a manager. Asked me if I could do that. I said you could. He said that he couldn't pay me until he started making money.
Was there a specific agreement on the amount?
No, there was
Or
not a specific
percentage of
agreement, but I only put $10. I thought that was very reasonable.
$10
an hour for the things that I was doing.
Okay. And did he agree to that?
No, we didn't have a specific agreement.
It's going to be hard for you to win a judgment if you don't know how much you were due. I'm suing him, Your Honor, because he didn't throw me any money now and then.
No.
You would expect at least minimum.
Suing for what? What amount should I give you? I wouldn't know. Let me hear from you, and maybe we can get you to admit to owing something.
I did not, honestly.
I know. Go back to these cockamamie stories. They sounded interesting. All right, she's a prostitute. How do you know she's a prostitute?
In late April, I got a call from a friend of ours, and he said that Lynn was on Craigslist for prostitution. So I called her and I said, hey, is this you on Craigslist for prostitution? And she said, no. And I said, are you sure it's your picture?
Quiet.
She said, I said, are you sure? Because it's your picture. And she said, no, it wasn't me.
Why were you so interested?
Because this was.
He wasn't.
Was you a woman? What?
No, because honestly, it's my brother and my niece and nephew.
All right, why didn't you tell the person to just call your brother? Call my brother, man. I don't have nothing to do with that. That ain't my thing. That's his thing. That's his problem. She can do all the prostitution she wants. I don't have anything to do with it. Call my brother. Let him know.
But what I said either you tell Dale or I'll tell him. So then a couple days later, maybe a week later, she had a conversation with my wife, told my wife that her and I had a 2-year affair.
Let me see this Craigslist.
Here's all of
she was a prostitute.
Here's all of the police report. And
what did the police do? Who reported it to the police?
I did, Your Honor.
Why?
She said we were in a relationship.
No, she hadn't said it then.
Yes, she did.
You just told me your buddy called you before she told your wife about the relationship.
Okay, yes, but it was the second round of Craigslist that I'm talking about, not the first round.
What is that?
It's the second round, Your Honor.
Let's get to what you're suing about, these wages and business expenses. Now, did you expect to pay her?
I didn't expect her to do anything for me. She's not qualified to be a comedy manager.
Did you agree to allow her to manage
sir.
you? She never managed you?
No, sir, she
never
did not.
did any work for you?
The only thing she ever did was I had a professional photo shoot done. I contacted Lynn to contact my niece, which was in photography. I said, I need one 8x10, a glossy 8x10, because I was going to do a TV spot. She said, well, I can have, I can print it out for you. And I said, well, how much will that cost me? She said, I get a hookup. And I said, okay, well, I guess I'll do that.
Okay.
And
that's the only thing she's ever done for you.
It's the only thing she's ever done for me, Your Honor.
All right. And you say you've done what for him?
Yeah, I made pictures. I did T-shirts. I did business cards. He would have quotas of people he had to have at his shows. You know, I would get those people. I would talk to them. I would get them their tickets. I would advertise him, you know, to other people on MySpace to get them to look at his page, you know, see that he's doing comedy, to try to promote him. I would talk to other comics. I even got him backstage to talk to Ralphie May to give him good tips on what to do.
Okay. You have any evidence of that?
I expected...
Not even the T-shirts and business cards?
No, because I gave them all to him.
You
he
gave
did
the
talk
receipts
to
to him
Dale.
for what?
Well, I didn't give him receipts because
That's what I'm saying. Receipts from the T-shirts or anything.
I didn't expect him to do that.
Sir, she didn't make T-shirts for you?
They weren't for me.
Who were they for?
Her and a friend of hers wore them to a show. They had my picture.
They of you?
They had my picture.
Were they of you?
Yes, sir.
They were for you, unless they were like the Craigslist, come see me. Did they say that with her on it? Well, they were for you.
Well, I didn't ask her to do that, Honor, is what I'm saying.
Why would she do it then?
I have no clue.
That's why I don't believe what you're saying, because common sense defies what you're saying. I have no clue why she would make T-shirts for me. You do have a clue. Either she wants to help promote your career or she's just in love with you.
She's only human, Your Honor.
Sir, do you have anything to say? Let me hear from you.
To that comment, no. I mean,
anything about any of this so far? Do you want to comment on?
To you about this?
yeah, I mean, even some of the stuff, as far as him saying that she was having an affair with him, that's absolutely ridiculous,
Travel costs. What are you suing him about?
While he had Kaylee, I took care of most of her things. Like the first thing, Kaylee was getting taken from her foster home to her grandma's house, and she had to be out of her grandma's house in a couple of days. Otherwise, her grandma would get kicked out of her apartment. He asked me if I could help get her here to his house. I talked to her during the day. Her and her grandma had found a plane ticket for $100. I said, okay, we'll keep calling Matt and we'll give it till the ticket price was up at midnight. If he doesn't call by then, I'll buy it. We didn't get a hold of him all day. We got a hold of him the next day. He said he would pay me when he got home, and then he never paid me.
How much?
$100.
All right.
And there's...
Sir?
That's false, Your Honor.
What else?
And then while he had Kaylee in November of 2006, he needed to go to Indiana. He had to go get her things out of storage before they threw it on the trash. So I paid for the hotels and the food. He said he would pay for the gas. That's $90 in gas to take her to get her things. And then they had their fight in February, and they decided that she should go live with her grandma. I said I could take her. I paid for the food in the hotel. He said he would pay for the gas, $750 in gas, and he never paid that either.
Okay. Sir?
That's all false. I didn't agree to it.
Young lady, come on up. State your name.
Kaylee Collins.
What do you want to tell me about this?
As I had said, I was leaving my foster home to have to come into the care of my uncle. At that point, I hadn't seen him for a very long time. And at that time, he was out of town, and I had to come to my Aunt Lynn and Uncle Dale's house that weekend because he was out of town. When he came back, I was there while they were discussing, how did you get here? And he was like, well, thank you for doing this. I'll repay you the ticket cost. And I was there when that was discussed. And I remember that day because I hadn't seen him in a while, and, it was a memorable time, so.
Okay, your witness want to speak?
It's actually from my countersuit if you want to.
All right. Your counterclaim is for defamation and an unpaid loan. Tell me about it.
In February of 2005, Dale contacted me wanting me to co-sign for a vehicle for him. I said to him that I could not co-sign for it because I was strapped. He came back to me the next day and said, could I loan him the money for a down payment? They found a car. I said, sure. So what I did was I wrote a check actually to the dealership, and they never paid me back for that amount.
Sir?
Yes, he helped me get a car. his wife, which is part of the reason why we don't understand why she's not here.
Handing me, yes.
Hand him all this
He
stuff.
helped you get a car. How
Yes.
did he help you?
He wrote a post-dated, here you go, sir.
A check.
He wrote a post-dated check
For how much?
for $750.
Okay.
And if the thing on the back there, I think it's a yellow sheet, is from the dealership showing that it's an agreement for post date, that they won't cash
All right,
the check
but what
until
about you paying
post-dated.
him back?
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. They wrote a post-dated check so that I could give them the money
So they would
before
have it in their account.
came out of their account. And if that's the case,
And then that's when I came in because I paid her. There's a receipt on there that shows.
You all mixing me up, and I'm not going to
Okay.
allow you to.
Okay.
Sir, was the check used toward the
Yes.
purchase of the car, your car?
yes, sir.
And why don't you think you should pay him back?
We did pay him back.
Okay. See how easy that was?
Sorry.
Sorry.
How did you pay him back?
I have a statement from
Where's
my mom.
the bank? Where's the statement from the bank?
There's a little, it has a yellow receipt on it. It shows the check that I wrote to my mom because I didn't have the
No,
car
that's your
with
mom,
me.
ma'am. I'm not going to let
I
you
know, but-
confuse me. Show me evidence that you all repaid him.
She was with me when I took him the money.
Okay, read that.
Thank you.
Read the part that says, I was with him when we repaid him.
Okay. I saw, Lynn had the envelope of money and she took it and handed it to Karen on the porch. I saw them talk for a second and I saw Lynn open the envelope, count the money with Karen. They talked a bit more, then we left and went back.
Good enough.
Are suing Dale's brother, who claims he had Lynn arrested for prostitution on Craigslist.
Defamation is for what, sir?
Lynn posted a blog saying that I was a liar, a liar, a liar. Also, she created a MySpace, on my behalf with liar written across my forehead of
How
me.
do we know she created it?
I contacted MySpace. They said that I would not be able to receive. I would not be able to receive it in time. I needed a lawyer or a doctor, or a lawyer or a police officer. So what I did do was I printed out the MySpace, which has Lynn as the #1 friend. Oh, this goes with the rest of that, sir. I'm sorry. So she was the #1 friend on the space. If you look at this here,
Oh, she was your #1 friend.
yeah, she's only human, Your Honor.
Ma'am, did you create a MySpace in his name?
No, I did see it a couple days later. It was on his MySpace even.
No, it's
Calling himself a liar.
No, he had it as one of his friends though. So I don't know if he thought it was a joke or if it's funny, but it's not funny.
This is the blog she created right before that. She wrote right before that states that mirrors kind of what some of the stuff that's in there.
Well, I can write what I want on my own blog.
All
because he
right,
was
let's see
lying
what you
to me.
did right. Matt Collins is a lying who only cares about himself and none else. All right, and it's the same thing that you allege she created on the MySpace.
Yes.
So I believe you did the other as well. How did it cause you damage to your reputation?
She sent several messages to promoters and comics that I dealt with getting booked.
Okay.
Vernon Davis is a witness. He's one of the promoters.
Come on up, sir. You're one of the promoters. State your
Yes,
name.
sir. My name is Vernon Davis. I am also known as Longhorn the Comedian. I've put Matt on a number of shows. I've known him since he got into the comedy game. There was messages sent to myself and other comedians and promoters stating how he did not need us. He was funnier than we were. He'll take care of himself. It was very inflammatory to the point where I was going to punch him in his face when I saw him.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Let me say this, ma'am. I believe you committed website defamation based on your blog, which matches the MySpace that he says you created, the same language. Secondly, sir, I believe you owe her for the gas, the plane ticket. I am going to grant then $940 to you. I'm not granting anything regarding your management. With regard to the defamation, sir, once again, I believe that. I'll grant you $2,000 for the defamation because I do believe it resulted in hurting your reputation in your career. That's my judgment. Have a good day.
I think he's lying, just like he always lies, so it doesn't
Truth
surprise
hurts,
me.
doesn't it?
No, even the
Yeah, it
judge knew
does.
that he was
You
lying.
saw the police report. You're a hooker.
He thinks he's really funny. Why was he on Craigslist looking?
I
What was
wasn't
he
doing it. It was one of your friends that told me
What was he
about it. So you
doing?
need to check your close-knit friends. But
And why is he
what-
so worried about what I'm doing?
and you were my stepbrother, but as far
That's
as I'm
fine.
concerned, I'm an only child now. I don't have any
Well,
more
why?
family.
Because I had a relationship with your woman? You just said we didn't.
Wait a minute. You just said you didn't a while ago. Said she
No.
was saying you did,
She said we did.
but you just said you did.
He can't keep his lies straight, Dale.
Yeah.